Alright, man, so look, we're gonna talk about this whole behold a pale horse situation in this nigga Childish Gambino's video. Now, see, this has people up in arms, of course, with their whole Christian belief system. They jump right back to Christianity. There's hidden messages in it. End of the world revelation. You know how long motherfuckers been putting shit like that in their videos, bro? You know how long subliminal, subconscious messages? See, we was just on this train of breaking. Saying slaves obey your master with the Christianity shit, or thou shalt not kill with the 10 Commandments that they indoctrinated those slaves with, which they follow willingly because they saw pale individuals in power that were able to take them, in a dominant position, which they could have fought back on. Some slave plantations had 500 slaves and 9 motherfuckers in the plantation house. You feel me? But yet they couldn't do nothing. You got house niggas in the house. You got mammy. You got all this shit going on. But hey, keep believing in this old situation that believing that Christianity is the reason that you free. Really, y'all want to be mental slaves, bro? See, I trip off of a lot of things, right? You know, doing research on a lot of belief systems, ancient belief systems, and analyzing things and fact checking. And a lot of things that I'm noticing is that there's always been this belief system of quantum mechanics being underlining, like being subtle when it comes to religion. Quantum mechanics and just like manifesting destiny, it's underlining the source of energy. Like first there was the word of God. So ain't that the first words of Genesis? Word is a frequency. I've talked about this before. But understanding that physics, science, and math, vibration, and the elements of the earth all play a part into who you are. And also understanding that every element of earth is inside of you. They're all inside of you. You got diamonds inside of you. You got every chemical you can think of it's inside of you. So with that being known, you gotta realize that, hey, people say this all the time. You know, there's a difference between humans, man, and like mankind and shit like that. Call them goyim, Gentiles. But the upper class of reality, or just what you would consider reality, are individuals who view themselves as gods. And understanding that as above, so below is just like what's done on earth is done in heaven. And heaven basically is the upper reality. You feel me? It's the I want people niggas ain't gonna believe me if I talk about it, so it's no reason to try to spread this information on here with people that really, slowly delve into information, but you moving at a pace in which you seeing things go on in America, but yeah, you just chilling. I'm not even gonna get into everything I was gonna say. It was a good little run, yeah, whatever. So what? So the black community going crazy about this pale horse shit in this video. But my whole thing is that Kanye just told y'all break free from slavery, the mentality of being a slave. Next thing you know, this video pops out. It's talking about behold a pale horse, which is from Revelation in the Bible. So now y'all running back to Christianity. It's crazy. Y'all some real suckers, bro. Y'all some real busters. I mean that shit, boy. I swear to God I do. Or what you would perceive to be God. You universal energy. You feel me? Y'all perception of God is this individual that's watching over your every move and shit. If you really, really did research on ancient civilizations and even read that Bible book and even traced down some of the things. You feel me? Who knows about Tetris? I'm gonna just put code words in here. What's another word for God? I'm gonna just say Tetris. You feel me? I'm gonna let y'all put that together. I wish people would do research and understand the symbolism, you feel me? It's not hidden. It is, but it's plain as day, bro. So, got y'all running back to Christianity. Y'all some suckers. Y'all wasn't free because of Christianity. You would still be slaves if it was for Christianity. If people really follow Christianity, you motherfuckers would still be slaves, bro. John Brown, that white man that went around killing all these motherfuckers slave owners, He had put his Christian beliefs aside to go and fight for what he believed needed to happen. The same way that Nat Turner did. But yet if they truly believed in that book, in those 10 commandments that God has laid down for you to follow, then they wouldn't kill. They wouldn't. And they would follow, slaves obey your masters. They would still stay contempt in those situations they were in. If it wasn't for the Seminole tribe, who have no ties to Christianity at all, indigenous blacks, or indigenous, melanated beings, went around terrorizing every slave supporter, the same way that the Red Sticks terrorized the American government, or just, territories in the United States owned by whites. Same way John Brown went around terrorizing the Confederacy, slave owners. What you realize is that if they truly follow Christianity, you would still be slaves today. Fuck is you saying? But yeah, y'all still believing in this behold a pale horse and all this revelation. Bro, as I said before, during World War II or World War I, if those individuals, they had their Bibles out, I'm sure without 100%, that said that totally wrong. I'm 100% sure without a shadow of a doubt that they believed that it was the end of the world. You got Stalin over here killing 60 million people. I'm exaggerating. Am I? Nah, I think Stalin killed 30 million. If I'm not mistaken, I'm just going to do a little quick search just to be sure. Because I just want to be sure. It says, 20 to 25 million. Okay, and then 30 million. Some people have it as 30 million. And Hitler killed millions as well, but that's done under the order of those people in the cut, which I'm going to get to later. So, knowing all of that, you also got, see, look, man, I'm finna say this, bro. Anybody that's on here that's pretending to be pro-black, like if you a female and you say you pro-black, and you inciting a war, like you inciting war with the white people, or you inciting war in general, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker of all time. You gotta be the dumbest motherfucker on this earth, because I'm gonna tell you something about war that you probably overlooking because you so deluded with this facade of, this whole community gathering together. See, look, man, if that was true, if that was true to happen, like, with black people in America, then it would show that people in the world can do that. Do you realize how many quote-unquote melanated people there are on this earth? You got Indians who have melanin. They would be considered melanated. They would be considered black. What makes us black, the reason they call us black, is because of our skin tone. I've said this before. So they see the skin tone on Indian individuals, the skin tone that's on Filipinos. We got people in the black community who are red, we call them red bones, light-skinned girls, light-skinned individuals. You feel me? But yet they're still considered black. So for the Filipinos, for those Cambodians that are brown-skinned, basically brown-skinned, olive-skinned, melanated, they would be considered black as well. So let's take the continent of Africa and all of those melanated individuals there. We can go to, the Arabian, that whole area, the Middle East, and count all of those melanated individuals with the olive to brown skin. We can go to Mexico and count the olive to brown skinned individuals. Do you realize that whites are a minority on this earth? What is 7%? 7% white people on this earth? We outnumber these motherfuckers. You feel me? But just understand this. You'll have people on both sides who will switch over, of course. They have military systems, and I don't know why I make this video, bro. I don't know why I make it. I'm not trying to put that out there for y'all. But here's what I'm going to say, though. The reason that black America is so fixated on shit like this is because subconsciously they want to be accepted. It's just like I've always said. White supremacy is a myth, bro. Because once these individuals, like, If you look at America for real, you look at the people around you, bro. Do you see white people riding around in Rolls Royces, bro? I'm talking about in your neighborhood, even in your suburban communities. Are these motherfuckers balling out of this world, bro? Fuck no. Are these motherfuckers 20 tiers of intelligence above you? Fuck no. But your perception of them being higher than you has you with this mindset of just being stagnant and that you behind them. The universe is infinite, bro. I mean this shit. I really mean this shit. Do you understand that the dollar is just, it's only being held up because of the thought that it means something? The fact that you see people praising it in videos and throwing it around and just like, putting stacks to their ear. That's the only thing holding it up. There is no gold backing it up, bro. The gold standard is gone. It's removed. It's just the mentality of the people holding it up. The shit means nothing. But I can't get people to understand that. I can't get black people to understand that. The universe, the whole fucking United States can't even understand that. You know what Muammar Gaddafi was trying to do? You know what I'm saying? With the African dollar, create an African currency. All of that, backed by gold because Africa has the gold. Do you really understand how this world works? Do you? No, of course not, man. Of course not. When you trade for somebody, like, if you just create a currency right now, like let's say you just get a piece of paper and write $100 on it. That's what your money is, bro. That's what the American dollar is. But let's say you be serious about it. Let's say you have a civilization, you're trying to trade with people. You would need something to back that up. Like, here, look, bro, this gold is backing up my money. You got gold, like, look, this money means something. I got gold right here. This is like my insurance, you feel me? For trading. You be like, alright, good. I'm trading with you too. But we don't have that. So it's a mentality. They understand it's the people at the top. By the people, I mean, those individuals who are practicing Kabbalah on us, you feel me? The Kabbalists. Those individuals that are performing this magic on us, they view themselves as gods. And by all definitions, they are that. Because as the universe, laws of the universe are 2 months. I'm not trying to be holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be like real patient with individuals who don't understand this world. Understanding your body, for instance. A lot of people don't even understand that. What you're made of. I've broke down the crystalline. You feel me? You got crystalline in your pineal gland. So what does that tell you? You have crystals and remotes, which receive and send information. You have crystals in your cell phone, receive and send information. You got all of that. So why do you think that you can't be programmed? Or why do you think that you can't program yourself? Or create programs? See, the computer is a reflection of the human mind, and a human created that. But who created this system? It's a mind, right? It's a frequency. You have electricity running through your body. When your hairs stand up, you feel me? The hairs on your skin stand up and shit like that. When you rub your feet on a carpet and then touch something metal and then it stings you, created electricity through your body. Think all these video games and shit, we're limited in this body, you feel me? Limited in this shell. It's crazy, bro. But hey, I wanted to tell people about this, man. I was gonna focus on the black community with this video because, the level of stagnant behavior within the community is disheartening because you see people that claim to be woke. As I've said before, this whole fake woke movement that these artists are pushing is nothing but propaganda, you feel me? It's nothing but propaganda because they understand that y'all like dancing, motherfucker. What was Kendrick doing in his Humble video? They was dancing and shit, right? Nah, they was doing that little corny shit. You know what I'm saying? You catching it, bro? Like, you catching what's going on, man? All these motherfuckers supposed to be conscious, but yeah, they ain't really saying nothing. What are you getting from these niggas shit, bro? See, look. This nigga Childish Gambino ain't really say shit in his fucking song. He did the... Matter of fact, everybody excuse me for what I'm finna say, bro. J. Cole, Kendrick, Joey Badass, Childish Gambino have all taken the route of trying to make some type of catchy, trap, conscious song where they doing this message under the disguise of making a trap song, like a trap club song. Bitch, be humble. Or count it up, count it up, count it up. Or, this is America. You know what I'm saying? They still get you slipping though. They still get you slipping. Some Future type shit. Get your lame, corny, weird asses on somewhere, bro. Niggas gotta talk straightforward to these motherfuckers. They keeping it at the intellect that the masses are, operating on. Y'all operating on a low vibration. These mumble rappers around here, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. You feel me? That's how they operating on. So that's the message they gotta proceed to y'all. They not elevating y'all. They jumping down to y'all slow ass level. You fake woke motherfuckers, bro. Still believing in Christianity after all this shit has been done. Like Montana 300 said, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can provide the proof for you, even provide the truth for you. You know what I'm saying? You still ain't gonna get it. You stick with who tied the noose for you. And that's the facts. It don't matter if you Islamic. It don't matter if you Christian. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter about none of that shit, bro. You motherfuckers still around with that shit, even though it's proven that the fact that y'all even free now wasn't because of that shit. If they really followed those laws, they would still be slaves. Man, look, man, motherfuckers almost made me go off on them, bro. Like, this shit get me so passionate because I see the community now, bro. You got motherfuckers on YouTube that sit around and watch these fake ass, you know what I'm saying, these weird ass motherfuckers just sit around and watch other black relationships, bro. It's the same reason that people listen to, or black females listen to R&B, like, you know what I'm saying, like just shit they can't relate to, or shit that they want, shit that they need but don't really want. Motherfuckers be sitting up there listening to love songs like, oh, summer long, we've been together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Niggas be listening to shit like that, but yet, in reality, you don't want that shit. It's just like a fantasy, you feel me? It's like you play with your mind, like, oh yeah, that's the business, you feel me? I'm in love, and psych, fuck out of here. It's the same reason they watch those black relationship channels. Motherfuckers ain't trying to unite, bro. Black man and black woman are not trying to unite. They too busy, got these shields up. They listening to black Twitter. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy they call it black Twitter. You should just call it, you know what I'm saying, black woman Twitter or black man Twitter, you feel me? Because they obviously don't, operate on the same accord. Y'all motherfuckers immature. See, social media has brought out the immaturity in people, bro. You know what I'm saying? They could grow up like, being 12 years old. I remember, you know what I'm saying, being in the car with my older cousins and shit, female cousin. She was 16. I thought she was like 20 something. You feel me? Like, just from matter of fact, I wasn't 12. I was like 10 years old. You feel me? She was going to Westchester High School in California. And I'm just hearing her talking. I'm like, damn, they grown. Damn, they grown. She's 16, acting grown. You feel me? And I was like, damn, that's how you supposed to be. Man, look, these motherfuckers 28 still acting like kids, bro. What they entertained by. All this shit, bro. I got motherfuckers telling me to watch, you know what I'm saying, recommending me to check out this Atlanta show. Bro, I don't give a fuck about none of this shit, bro. You know why? Because obviously, I do research. I feel as if I'm saving things right now. If it comes down to this world, you know what I'm saying, being what I hope it's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But if it just happens to be like, where there's just this crackdown on just like internet policies and just like, just being able to even operate on the internet and paying for shit like that, because what taxes are is them fucking over y'all being scared to, you know what I'm saying, do something back to them. The reason slavery ended is because motherfuckers fought back and wasn't going. Chattel slavery ended because of the Gullah Wars, you feel me, the Seminoles and the Gullah and Geechee, you feel me, those indigenous tribes fighting back. That's the reason they stopped doing trades in Africa, you know what I'm saying? And just the West Indies and Europe and all of that. Niggas know the real history. You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Why you think there was Scottish slaves and Irish slaves down here in America, bro? Because they was doing trades down there. And if you look at the Moorish science, not this same Moorish science, but just the Moorish Empire, Ottoman Empire, just all of that, you'll see the connections of what they ruled, and you see the statues of those Moorish individuals that ruled over those places. You look at the features of Irish individuals, you see that nigga, come on now, bro. But what I really mean to say is that people are entertained by fantasies or just facades, but they don't really want to live that shit. You feel me? For so many people to be watching black relationship channels, and I'm talking about black people. You feel me? Niggas be watching them pranks and shit like that. Those for kids, but yeah, you see grown people following shit like that. You feel me? So I'm not saying that it's wrong for them to do that, but it's wrong because the community isn't reflecting the support of shit like that. So I see it as just like a fantasy for them, you feel me? It's like an imaginary thing that you just think about. Like, yeah, that's cool, but I don't think it really will happen. I don't like a black female. I don't think I could really be with a black man for a long time. Or a black man, I don't think I could be with the same woman for a long time. Those are those subconscious thoughts. And especially seeing the program in the media, social media. All of the OG subs know of the videos I've done addressing these things and seeing the support behind them. You feel me? Niggas know, bro. This is a formula, bro, of social engineering and ethnocide. You feel me? That's what it is, bro. Thank you for giving me the definition to that term, because I'm going to start using it. That's the perfect definition of what's happening to quote-unquote black culture in America. It's happened, you feel me? They're constantly destroying it. So that's why I trip off of individuals telling me that the Jews run, no, that the whites run this shit, you feel me? If you really look at the power players in the game, who Bill Clinton them bow down to, you feel me? They bow down to Jesuit power. They bow down to They bow down to Israel. You feel me? Those are who they bow down to. These are the people that y'all call white supremacy. Even Donald Trump went to Jesuit school. So all of this talk that I see from y'all not really doing research. Y'all don't really understand the world you're living in. It's under the disguise of religion with magic. You believe in that, all of this shit is going on, bro. Come on now, man. This shit crazy, man. So, with all of this stuff going on, bro, I just see that y'all don't really care, bro. And what I saw growing up in the hood, like, just when it comes to social interactions, was like, you see girls as just baby makers, you know what I'm saying? You see them as just black girls. It's just like, I'm talking about the men in the community. What you would see with the interactions is just like, they're a quick pump, you feel me? They just like something you smash on and keep pushing. And then, for you to be an individual, you think, man, nah, man, you're supposed to treat them like this and that. But the mentality that you run across when you actually try to do that is like, it's the total opposite. So that's why black men, they align themselves with the mentality that they do, because of the reactions they get from black women when they approach them in a civilized manner to create a society, like, create some type of civilized environment for each other. It's like, nah, we want dysfunction. And that's a fact. And that's a fucking fact, bro. You know how many times niggas don't try to keep it real with a female on, you know what I'm saying, in real life, bro? And like, you know what I'm saying, you telling her like your plans for the future, and what you would, not even what you would do, but your presence itself. Like, nigga, I'm a fucking leader, bro. Like, I can tell y'all stories of, got me hot on here, bro. Statues of limitations. Nah, I can't say. But look, man, I was 13 years old telling niggas older than me to do shit. You feel me? And they was doing that shit. Fuck is you saying? And that's a fact, bro. Like, it ain't even like, I should take that out the video. There's a lot of shit I be saying. Goofy, bro. But look, leader is not what they want. You want a follower. You want a nigga that's just lost in the world. Lost as hell. Because you lost as well. You see something in him. You see something in him that you see in yourself, so you relate to that. You see a lost ass nigga, you be like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. I rocks with that. Have a kid with an individual like that. Create more dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that nigga, like, you know how a person can flip their mentality and be like the king of the neighborhood, bro? Like, king of the lower class in the neighborhood. You know, it's only lower class. See, look, man, whenever you create, like, you know why people be, you know how black people be like, you know, when I was growing up, like, oh, Mayor Diasiago gonna be in the projects tomorrow. He gonna be coming to the projects tomorrow. The mayor, you know, or just the person that's running to be mayor, you feel me? He pop up at one of y'all soul food spots, you know, that's black owned. He pop up at one of y'all black owned stores, you know what I'm saying? He up there, white as hell up there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, vote for me. I'm going to do this. I'm going to reform this. I'm going to create job opportunities for the kids. We're going to create more health centers, more daycares, more playgrounds, make it more safe for the kids. And them. Yes, yes, yes. All out there doing that. Soon as that motherfucker get in office, guess what he do, bro? Gentrify your whole fucking hood. Gentrify your whole fucking hood. And it's been happening several times. They look at the minority vote as like, they don't even care about y'all till it's time for voting, bro. It's like, okay, we need them now. Now let's go pander to them. I'm talking about local elections. I'm not talking about your presidency. Not talking about that rigged ass shit. Feel me? Even though local elections can be rigged too. You know, it's foul games, you feel me? They run it like the mob, basically, if you really pay attention. But seeing that shit, bro. Growing up seeing shit like that. In my mind, I always thought, these motherfuckers come to the hood only when it's time for voting. When it's voting time, they start pandering and telling y'all these lies. I'm like, okay, we've got, you know what I'm saying, all this shit going on. This is when I'm real young, bro. This is when I'm at least 8, 9 years old. I'm thinking back on this as I'm talking to y'all, bro. I'm thinking back on this shit as I'm talking to y'all. I remember this shit clear as day. Motherfuckers got them signs in front of the, you know what I'm saying, the library and shit, telling y'all vote, telling the older people to vote in here, voting registry here. Remember all that shit in elementary school? It's crazy. I only pander to y'all when it's voting time, and now as an adult, I still see it. People still go for it because they want that acceptance. But the fact that they choose to gentrify y'all places, see, what you consider low class actually has culture, and culture is rich. So when you create a culture, you like give it, you know, a name, and you create a place for it. Like, let's say black people make a certain area popular for, you know, crawfish or something like that. I'm just using an example. You know, you got a whole block party where they do crawfish, and you feel me, and it's just like, it's been going on for 60 something years. It's a local tradition. They'll gentrify that shit and be like, yeah, this is where this used to happen at. Or, you know, you have a neighborhood in which that was affluent with black businessmen who would love dancing on the street. You know what I'm saying? Throwing block parties in the hood like every day. You feel me? And it's just like a community thing. Well, they'll gentrify that area and tell you the history and then put white people in its place. Tell me the cities in which that happened in, bro. I know this for a fact. Seen this shit. You feel me? Knowing this. So, seeing that culture, you feel me, in those areas in which they put those people in, they'll, you know, kick y'all out due to some social engineering, you know, social engineering shit. Either some geometric warfare or geoengineered warfare with weather manipulation, or a flood, or, you know, use that as, you know, the reason to do some shit. A bunch of things they can do. It's a bunch of things they can do to get y'all out. And they'll replace it with them. So what does that really say? That your culture was rich. Rich enough to gentrify it and put our people in. And now raise the property value to enormous rates in which you can't afford. Just so we can say, when foreigners come, like, yeah, this is our area. Yeah, yeah. You know, this used to be a place where people used to dance. They'll say people, they won't say black people. This is where they used to throw block parties and this and that at. Hey, man, I'm talking over you motherfuckers. Think I'm flexing on here, bro. Niggas don't really know. Like, come on now, man. You know, hey, man, say, man, spraying with a spray can. Random as hell. But, you know, it is what it is, my guy. So, y'all give me y'all thoughts on this, man. Because It's sad. It's not really as sad as you think it is because we have culture. Culture is rich. You view yourself as lower class because of what the media says, but yet if you really pay attention to their actions, they really view y'all as rich. What do you see being promoted in the media? If it's our ignorant culture, then why is it so promoted? Why do y'all care to use it? If the white man's ice is colder, then why are they using the black man's ice? Or the black girl's ice? You feel me? Why they promoting bad babies and shit? Why is Lil Tay getting a following? We got badass little kids like that still today. They been going, them kids been running around since the fucking 50s, bro. Badass little kids. 9 years old, cussing and smoking. Breaking in cars, stealing tires, stealing radios. Been going on forever in the black community. But now we rewarding it because it's an Asian or it's a Caucasian kid or something, because they're trying to promote it now. But yet, let me give y'all an example, bro. Y'all know Lil Mouse, right? Out of Chicago, they made that "Don't Get Smoked" song from 2012. He was 12 years old. Y'all know as that nigga progressed, right? Even though he had, I'm not gonna get on here, but he had a BMF chain on in one of his videos. You know what I'm saying? I think like his third video. He was 13. So that should tell you right there who he was aligned himself with, you feel me? Who was funding this? Or who, is big money involved. So when I saw that, I was like, nigga got some ties, bro. So niggas was hating on him to the point. Grown individuals was hating on this 13-year-old black kid who got money, who doing all this. They did not want to support him. This was around the time Keith and everything was going on. It's like, oh, he a joke. Oh, them girls in the video, he had grown model girls. He riding a car in a foreign car in Miami. It's grown women in the car. These niggas hating on him. Go read the comment sections on the video I'm talking about. And consistently, every video. Niggas was hating on the kid. Saying, oh, those girls are pedos. Nigga, come on now, man. Nigga, you 13 years old, fine ass model girls around you. What are you talking about? In Miami, what are y'all talking? It comes from, I'm talking about men. You feel me? But yet now we see all of these lames being supported. Now y'all letting 9-year-olds and 13 and 14-year-olds in the game, white girls and shit, and it's a massive support. So now I'm seeing something. You feel me? And Lil Mouse was thorough. He had the backing. Y'all seen the niggas ain't paying attention, bro. But niggas was treating him like a joke. Really treating him like a joke. I tripped off of that. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, they really shunned him out of the game and they still treat him like that. So I see certain things, bro. I know a lot of y'all gonna trip off the fact that I brought up Lil Mouse, you feel me? But, I don't give no fuck, bro. I gotta say what I gotta say, man. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing the progression of just like the hypocrisy of the world. You know what I'm saying? And the people that are in it. Trips me out. So with that being said, I'm going for real this time. Like, comment, dislike, peace.